So besties, there's this popular read that was uploaded online by the author Me the Chosen One, and this guy uploaded this quote. The internet is in chaos because of this post. He uploaded it a couple of days ago and it's been trending online, and I want us to talk about it. The title is Lies I Told Her to Keep the Trauma Bond Alive. He didn't only use this on his ex-girlfriend, he used it on every other female he wanted to have trauma bonded to him. These were some of the things he told her, which were lies, and he's also revealing the truth behind all of those lies. So besties, let us get through it. Lies I Told Her to Keep the Trauma Bond Alive by Me the Chosen One. The first lie is, I just need time, I've never felt this way before. The lie is, I made her believe I was overwhelmed by how deep the connection was, that I was processing emotions I had never felt. But this is actually the truth behind this lie. The truth is, I didn't want to commit, I wanted control. I wanted time. Time gave me freedom. Freedom to disappear. Freedom to cheat. Freedom to avoid growth. And the longer she waited, the more power I had. What it did to her, she waited for me while I was healing. But really, I was just buying time while she broke herself trying to be enough, trying to be good enough, trying to please me. This is what this lie did to her. And this is a position a lot of men will put you in. By lying to you, making you feel like the connection you guys have is real, is genuine, and it's deep. Whereas he's just buying time to cheat, to mistreat you, to use you, and to manipulate you, keeping you stuck in a toxic trauma bond. The whole purpose of him lying to her is to make her believe that he was overwhelmed by how deep the connection was, and that he was processing emotions he had never felt before. But the actual truth behind this lie is, I didn't want to commit. I wanted control. Time gave me freedom. Freedom to disappear, to cheat, and to avoid growth. And the longer she waited, the more power I had. And to give him more time to play you, to manipulate you, to use you. So besties, the next lie is, you're the only person I've ever opened up to like this. The lie means I mirrored her vulnerability so she would feel emotionally chosen. So she would believe the bond was sacred, something she couldn't walk away from. The truth behind this lie actually means it wasn't real. I just studied her, figured out what made her feel safe, and said whatever made her to stay. This is what this lie did to her. She started ignoring red flags because she thought we had something rare. She thought trauma bonding was intimacy because I told her it was. So besties, the third lie is, I know I've messed up, but I'm trying. The lie, every time she brought up the hurt I've caused, I gave her a sprinkle of effort. No real change, no accountability, just enough guilt to keep her emotionally invested. The truth, I wasn't trying. I just knew if I sounded broken, she would stop expecting me to act healed. What it did to her, she stayed longer than she should have because she believed her love, her loyalty, her patience could fix me, but it couldn't. I was never planning to be fixed. There are so many women who are staying in toxic relationships because the thing trauma bonding is intimacy. The thing being in a relationship, showing this guy love, patience, tolerance is going to make him love you more. It's going to fix him. You want to be the fixer, but guess what? Most of these men do not want to be fixed. They will play the broken card, they will act broken, they'll act like they are vulnerable and hurt, just so that you keep tolerating their BS, just to manipulate you, whereas they don't want to be fixed. They are going to make you feel like you're asking for too much just by asking for the bare minimum. And he's doing this by playing the broken card, making you see him as this unhealed person who needs healing, who needs love. While you're putting in so much effort, time, and energy, this guy doesn't want to be fixed, and he will keep you staying in that toxic circle longer than you expected to be there. He will keep the trauma bond alive by doing this to you. And a lot of men are doing this to so many women. That is why they are sticking in trauma bonded circles, toxic relationships, because they are being manipulated. You think giving this guy more love, more patience, more kindness is going to change him. You want to tame the beast. You want to be the fixer. Well, guess what? Most of these men do not want to be fixed. They know that you're doing too much. They know that you're going to stay longer because you've sacrificed so much, and they want to keep you in that place. They want to keep you in that same position, doing too much to please them. So besties, the next lie is, I love you, I'm just not good at showing it. The lie, it made her question her expectations. It made her feel like asking for the bare minimum was too much. The truth behind this lie. I knew how to show love. I just didn't want to give it to her, not consistently, not without control, not without pain. What it did to her, she started overgiving just to feel seen. She started justifying the distance. She called it growth when it was really emotional starvation. So these guys, they know how to show you love. They know how to treat you like a princess. They know how to treat you like a queen. They know how to treat a woman right. He's just not doing it because he doesn't want to do it. He wants to control you. And he said it here. I knew how to show love. I just didn't want to give it to her. Not consistently, not without control, not without pain. So whenever a guy is putting you in a situation where he is giving you pleasure and pain, it is a trauma bond. He wants to keep this trauma bond alive, and he wants to control you while keeping you stuck on him. When a guy truly loves you, he is going to show you. So when a man starts making excuses on why he cannot spoil you, why he cannot show you love, and making you feel like asking for the bare minimum is too much, he has conditioned you and programmed you to feel that way. It's manipulation. He is manipulating you to not ask for anything from him, to not expect anything from him, to even expect, so that you're going to get excited by the little breadcrumbs and the little effort he throws to you. If you're dating someone who makes you feel like showing love to you is a chore to them, they make it hard for you, the relationship is hard because they are not showing you anything. He is deliberately starving you emotionally, and he knows how to show you attention. He knows how to show you love. And he said it here, I knew how to show love. I just didn't want to give it to her. So most of them, they know how to treat you right. They just don't want to do it to you. So don't be deceived, don't be delusional. See, the next lie is you're overthinking again. It's not even like that. The lie, every time she got close to the truth, I flipped it. Made her feel paranoid, insecure, and needy. The truth, she wasn't overthinking. She was finally thinking clearly, and I couldn't afford her to trust her instincts. What it did to her, she started doubting herself. She ignored her intuition and became easier to manipulate because she thought she was a problem. This one is very juicy and interesting because most of the times guys are going to gaslight you, and you start overthinking your reality. You start feeling like you're not thinking right. Actually, you're thinking right. Your intuition is right. Your instinct is telling you this guy is manipulating you. He's using you. He doesn't like you. He's not taking you serious. But he is manipulating you to not think that way by making you feel like you're overthinking. This is the game of a manipulator. Every time you catch a man who is manipulating you, when you catch him in a lie, he flips it on you. He flips the script. He makes you feel like you are delusional. He gaslights you to start questioning your reality. Manipulators do this. They either flip the script, the lie, they play the victim, or they gaslight you. And he said the truth is, she isn't overthinking. So you're not overthinking. She wasn't overthinking. She was finally thinking clearly. And I couldn't afford her to trust her instincts. So most of these guys, they don't want you to trust your intuition, because when you ignore your intuition, you are going to get played. Intuition is the biggest gift God has given every woman. Never you ignore your intuition. Your instincts are always right. It is your God-given gift. Whenever you start questioning a situation, a relationship, questioning a guy, if things are not clear and your instinct is telling you something is up about this guy, definitely something is up about that guy. You're not overthinking. Just don't ignore your intuition and you're not going to get played. These men want you to ignore your intuition because that is the easy way for them to manipulate you. It is easier for them to manipulate you when you ignore your intuition, when you ignore the truth, when you ignore the red flags, when they are able to flip the script on you, play the victim, gaslight you, and make you feel like you're overthinking. So you're not overthinking, darling. You're just close to finding out the truth. That is why he's going to use this statement, you're overthinking again. It's not even like that. To make you feel paranoid, insecure, and needy when he discovers that you're getting close to finding out the truth. And this is how he'll slowly start making you feel like you are the problem. You start feeling like you're the problem. And that's where he wants to place you. That's the position he wants to put you in. You start questioning yourself, doubting your reality. It's all manipulation. So besties, the last lie is, no one has ever made me feel the way you do. The lie, I said it after hurting her. I said it to pull her back after she started to walk away. I used her soft heart against her. The truth. It was manipulation disguised as love. I didn't feel anything deep. I just knew what to say to make her stay. What it did to her. She mistook pain for passion. She called the circle chemistry, and she stayed in something that was slowly destroying her spirit. So, besties, this is what I want you guys to know. If this thread is not an eye opener to you, I don't know what else will be. This guy clearly manipulated her and made her feel like it is love. And this is what a lot of guys are doing to women. He's going to use all of these statements like, no one has ever made me feel the way you do. You make me feel so special. I love you so much. You make me feel this way. He is saying that so that you should start feeling special. And he says it to you only after hurting you. When he sees that you're pulling away, when he sees that you're moving on, when he sees that the connection or the attachment or the trauma bond is getting weak, he is going to use these statements like this to pull you back in, to reel you back in, and there you are falling back for him. Because like he said in this thread, I just knew exactly what to say to make her stay. So they know what to say to make you stay, darling. They know the things to say to keep you hooked. And he said it in this thread, I used her soft heart against her. So he is using your heart against you. The fact that you have a soft heart, the fact that you're a good girl, the fact that you're doing so much for him, he is using that soft spot you have against you. The soft spot you have for him, he is using it against you. And most of these men, they do it. So you as a girl, you need to have enough boundaries, because men are going to use the love that you have for them, the soft heart that you have for them against you, just as he said in this thread. And he said she mistook pain for passion. She called it chemistry. She called the cycle chemistry, whereas it was trauma. And he knows. He knows that it is trauma. He knows that he has kept you in a trauma-bonded situation. He knows. But because you have not realized that you're being manipulated, this is how he's going to keep manipulating you with all of these lies. It was manipulation disguised as love. This is why I always tell you guys, men know what they are doing. They are not dumb. When the guy is being hurtful and treating you badly, he knows what he's doing. These men will give you pain, they will give you pleasure, and manipulate you to stay in this type of toxic circle, to be trauma bonded to them. This is what he is doing, giving you pain, manipulating you with pleasure, at the same time disguising manipulation as love, making it hard for you to go away, making it hard for you to leave, because every time you want to leave, every time you have a wake-up call to leave, he comes back with one lie to reel you back in. Now, let us get into the closing statement of this read. This is what he said as a closing statement. By me, the chosen one. Every lie I told her wasn't just to keep her around. It was to make her believe that the pain I caused had meaning, that her confusion was love, that the silence was healing, that the trauma was growth. And that's how I kept her trauma bonded to a version of me that never really existed. So you are in love, or you're trauma bonded to a version of a guy that doesn't even exist. This guy is putting on a mask. He has put up this mask and created this character which is manipulating you, making you feel like you're in love with this character, whereas that character doesn't exist. Everything about him is a lie. That is why when you get into a toxic relationship and you're healing and you're moving on, you always question yourself like, did I really know this person? You never really knew this person. You didn't know who this person was because they were wearing a mask. They were putting up a mask to manipulate you. You fell in love with a character that never existed. You were trauma bonded to a character that never existed, because guess what? This guy knows how to show love. This guy knows how to be himself. He knows how to treat a woman right. He just doesn't want to do it to you, and he also doesn't want to let you go. So he's going to manipulate you, because after all, he's getting something from you, but not giving you what you deserve. He is doing it deliberately. This is one of the reasons why it's hard to get out of a toxic relationship and hard to completely heal from a trauma bond, because you are healing from a character that never existed, and you're questioning yourself throughout, what went wrong? Did I really know this person? What did this person do to me? Actually, he made you to believe that the pain he gave you had meaning, that the confusion was love, that the silence from him was healing, and the trauma was growth. So all of this is to condition you to accept these things, to think that this thing was real, whereas it wasn't. Whereas you are in a trauma bond, whereas you're not in a real relationship, you're being played, you're being manipulated. this is the extent to which some of them will go. So you guys need to be very careful. I just brought up this read to share with you guys to know certain things, to not fall a victim to this type of men, because there are so many of them out there, and many of them, they play these manipulative games and say all of these lies to women. If you're in a situation like this, don't beat yourself too much. You were manipulated. It was never love. This guy knew what he was doing. He just wanted you to not trust your intuition and believe his lies so that he could easily manipulate you. You're not delusional. You're not crazy. You are okay. Your feelings are valid. Just see how you can move from this situation, move on, let go. You fell in love with a character, or you were trauma bonded to a character that never existed. Yes, he knows how to show love. You were just not the girl he wanted to give it to. So guys, we've come to the end of this amazing video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Drop your experiences if you have any. I'm dying to see them. Drop more points to help others learn, including myself. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you.